Hello, we are looking at our 2019 Seafox 226 Commander today that we're selling. In full transparency, the reason that we're selling this boat is because we are changing our lifestyle a little bit, and we're in a position where my wife can stop working, and this is going to help us make that actually happen. And we're probably going to miss it and probably going to buy another one, but as of right now, that is our plan. So here we go. We're going to take a look at the outside, we'll look at the inside, then we'll come back and look at the trailer real quick because that's included in the package. So this 226 Commander, we are the original owners, and it comes with LED marker lights as well as the anchor light on the upside. This has been a great boat for us. We've traveled up and down the intercoastal. We've gone 45 miles out fishing, got all kinds of grouper and hogfish and all kinds of cool things. It has a Yamaha 200 engine, and I am not a master videographer, so I apologize if this comes out a little funky, but feel free to ask me any questions in the comments and I'll get you taken care of. There we go. It's got a VHF with an 8-foot antenna we had installed. It does have a little door right here to make getting in and out easier. So I'm gonna utilize that for my old self. Let's hop up on here. Now back here you'll notice some bare ground. So we actually have pads for that. And I left them in my garage this morning, but they're pristine. We never use them unless we have family or friends coming out. Here's your live well. This thing's been full of bait. Yes, sir. And as we move up, we do have the 64-foot quart Yeti cooler. Rod holders there, rod holders up top with some outrigger rod holders as well. Use them on quite a few occasions. Got some mahi last year with those. Let's turn it on real quick. It's got the Garmin GPS map. It's a great piece of equipment. Has a kicker stereo system. I'll show you the hours real quick. So we're at 241.1 hours. And below you have all of the accessories. So you got your horn, nav light anchor, bilge pump, aerator pump, so the raw water, the washdown pump. Accessory 3 is going to be the lights for the as LED underwater lights in the back. They're super bright, and also a couple of the speakers will light up on the inside. The ones that are lower to the ground while you're underway. Let's see, accessory 2 is open. Accessory 1 is your freshwater pump, and the freshwater fill is right there. The courtesy lights, so the courtesy lights are down here. There's one on either side of the head area. There's one, and there's the other. Okay. And then it does have a hardtop. So the hardtop has spreader lights on them, front and rear. It has 2 compartments. One which is where I keep the VHF and the fuse box and all kinds of goodies up there. I keep zip ties and extra little things for my anchor. And then up top we've got spreader lights, the mister, red, white, and an accessory. So the red and white, and of course the mister. Let's see if I can do this without getting it all over the camera. Yeah, the mister is freaking cool. There we go. Yeah, it's all right. All right, and back here is where we keep our safety equipment. So my wife stashed our first aid kit up there. We've got our fire extinguisher and flare and all those good things. And the hardtop does have numerous speakers on it. All right, the chairs, captain chairs, they're real nice, very comfortable. And then of course for our shorter friends, you've got the little step up there. Great positioning. I tend to ride with my foot here and then one up here somewhere, just chilling. Moving forward, you do have a pretty decent head. It still has a bunch of my stuff in it. So my Marine Corps flag, and that's where I keep my fishing, my tackle box, and all that good stuff. There's a little porta potty in there. If you really want it, we'll throw it in there with you. That's also where you have direct access to your batteries and electronics right behind the helm there. Forward, we have 2 boxes. There's one here and there's one on the other side. That's where I keep my fenders. And we typically don't ride with the cushions on. If we're going out for a long day of fishing, my wife will want to bring them, so we'll keep them in the head while we're out, but they typically stay put away. Forward, you do have the anchor locker, which is where we keep the anchor. We do have 2 anchors that are coming with this boat because we like to go to the beach, and we'll go to the island and anchor down. So you want a front anchor and a rear anchor. This thing is great and very conducive for fishing. We got a little measuring device on the ground there, and yeah, this thing has been absolutely incredible for us. Now, when I'm running this, I typically run at about 3,800 RPM, and that seems to be the best gas mileage for me. Gets us where we need to be, and yeah, makes the most out of our fuel. This thing does pretty well on gas. I want to say it has a 109-gallon fuel tank, and it gets us pretty far. We rarely have to fill up, and this thing will go. This thing is extremely reliable. The VHF, especially down here on the Gulf Coast of Florida, goes a long way. Oh, I did forget to mention, it does have the kicker stereo system, which is Bluetooth as well as USB. We typically USB, I think this sounds better with the USB, and that is right here. And you also have a 12 volt if you really want to go that route. Not sure anybody does that anymore. You do have a battery switch down here. It's 2-throw. So right now I have it on 1. I'm going to turn that sucker off because why not? You do have rod storage underneath. So there's your rod storage. I have my gaff there, and I keep my cleaning brush on the other side. And also under here, there is an accessory button that turns the underside lights on. So it has blue LED lights. It looks super cool. So yep, let's hop down and look at the trailer real quick. And if anybody has any questions about this boat, feel free to reach out to me. I'll get all those answered for you as quickly as I can. And like I said, if it says available in the comments, then it's available. So there's your LED underwater lights. They're super bright. And don't forget your drain plug. It does have trim tabs, great trim tabs. And one of the features I think is overlooked is the tie down. It's in a great place. It's perfect for this trailer. I've seen a lot of places and people come up with really clever ideas to strap their boats down, and you don't really need to with this one. It's, it's ready to go. All right, so let's take a look at our trailer real quick. Now, this is a 2019, just like our boat. This year, we did literally just replace, like 2 months ago, the brake actuator. So it's a brand new front end brake actuator on there. We also replaced both axles, which came with new hubs, new brakes, new brake lines. Everything about these is brand new. The only thing that's original, to be honest with you, is the fenders, the tires, and the actual frame of the trailer itself. Now, as far as trailering goes, the only time I really trailer this off the marina is during a hurricane. I'll park it in my driveway, and that's about 3 miles from here. So that's about the extent of the trailering. Service-wise, I guess when I first bought it, I was trailering it down to probably about 10 miles away to be serviced at the dealer, Black Label Marine Group. They've been awesome to us as well. But most recently, just for more convenience for me, and these guys are awesome, we're using Tier 1 out of Ozona, Palm Harbor area. I think they service pretty wide and far, but their prices are great, and man, they know what they're doing. So highly recommend Tier 1 for all your boat servicing needs, and we will continue to use those until we sell the boat. So again, if you have any questions about this boat, about the features, about anything that it does, ask me and we'll get you taken care of. And yeah, just let me know in my comments if you want to see it, and I'll give you the directions, and we'll take you for a ride. This thing scoots. It's pretty cool. Have a great day, and I hope to talk to you soon.